Hi, I'm Mr. Miyagi, and this is Mr. Miyagi's Workshop. Well, today we're going to mount a Harley-Davidson Sportster Front End on a 1977 XS650 frame. So stay tuned and we'll get to her. Okay, I finished the new stem, and this is the old stem, which was overall measurements from outside to outside was 9 3/16. The new stem now measures out overall outside dimensions at 9 15/16, which is about 3/4 of an inch longer. It matches the length close to what the stock Yamaha one was. A couple things I did on this, I tapped in a 3/8 by 16 thread hole so that I could put a spacer and a locking washer on there. And this is for the bottom, along with the snap ring that'll be inserted in there. At the top, I threaded it for a 5/8 by 11 fine thread, which was stock, which is the stock bolt that came with it. I did take a little bit out of this. I used 1-inch stock, and this will be pressed back into the unit here after I get it all together here. So we're going to end up, what I also did is I made a spacer that is 1/4 inch tall, so when we put this all together, that this bearing will sit 1/4 inch off of this plate here, which pushes it up far enough into the neck bearing area so I don't have to trim that neck piece off 1/4 of an inch, which I kind of like that. That way, if I ever wanted to go back to a stock front end, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. Now, what I am doing is I am using the races from the adapter kit for this. When I switched over from ball bearings to Timken bearings, I left those races in place in the neck piece, and they work just fine for accepting the stock Harley bearing, Timken bearings, which was kind of nice. I was looking into about putting these in, but there's a lot of modifications since these are slightly wider than the originals ones that the Timken fit bearings that were designed for the Yamaha. So I kind of went ahead and just left those races in there, and I'll be using those, and I'll be using new Timken bearings. One thing I did is that this is a pretty thick snap ring. I couldn't find one to replace it. So what I ended up doing, I found 2 smaller ones that'll actually fit in the same groove. So I'm doing a double up on that to give a little extra strength. Okay, let's see how well this works. I'm also using the old stock dust cover for the top bearing here. Get this up in there. Already have the bearing set up there in place. And everything seems to want to shove through here a little bit. There it goes. All right. Okay, so we're going to put on top cap here. So, like I said, this is the 5/8 by 11 that we're installing in here. Okay. So one of the other things we need to install on this would be the legs before we go tightening everything up. So how about that? Sportster front end mounted on an old XS650. If there's any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section down below. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the road. And the next episode, we'll work on handlebars, lights, and other odds and ends to finish this project off. So, see you soon. Hope to see you on the road. Be safe out there. This is Mr. Miyagi signing off.